satellite. It's about 400 miles, so dangerous systems here, and right back to back. I mean, it's been a long time since we've seen something like this, but what is different about this storm as compared to Irma is the size of the eye right now. They call that a pinhole eye because it's literally so tiny that it looks like a pinhole. So those very strong winds are confined to a very small area, but these systems often undergo very strong intensity changes, lots of fluctuations over their lifetime, and they're very strong and dangerous systems.
Look how clear it is. I mean, and for a period of time, I mean, over the past, 4 hours, it hasn't really sheared up that much. It hasn't really weakened that much at all.
I know. If anything, it's been the absolute opposite. This storm has undergone what we call rapid intensification. That means that it increases its wind speed very rapidly over a 24-hour period. It's been able to tap into these very favorable conditions here, warm ocean temperatures, the lack of wind shear, and unfortunately it has everything going for it as well moving forward into the future because those conditions aren't going to change. And models are in fairly good agreement right now. These are the spaghetti plots, and usually these are a little more spread out. But look at how narrow this region is. They're all in really good agreement that that system is going to continue this northwestward trek here. And as you heard the governor of Puerto Rico say, this one's not going to be like Irma. It's not going to move off to the north. We saw Puerto Rico really miss what could have been the worst of it with Irma. This is not that. This is not that system. We're going to be seeing likely a direct hit here on the island of Puerto Rico.
It's scary too because I mean, not only is this the eye, this is the center of the hurricane, but I mean, we saw how large that system is. So the impacts we felt across many islands.
Yeah, absolutely. And with a wind field like this, again, even though that eye is very small right now, that is likely to change moving forward in the future, especially with these conditions. These storms can often undergo eye wall replacement cycles, which will broaden the wind field if it's able to complete that cycle. So change is still underway. And again, we are expecting strong impacts well outside the area, regardless of whether or not you get that eye wall. Because look at this, the entire island of Puerto Rico will feel the impacts of Maria. If this track verifies, that is what will be in play for a place like Puerto Rico. But it's not just Puerto Rico that we're concerned about. This storm will also come very close here to the northern coast of the Dominican Republic. 6 to 9 foot storm surge is potential here over most of the Leeward Islands in Puerto Rico, and we are likely going to be seeing storm surge here as well onto the northern coast there of the island of Hispaniola. And then the threats will continue, and if that storm holds up like the models are suggesting it will, we'll be seeing those impacts spreading into the Bahamas and potentially Turks and Caicos by the end of the week.
Now, is there any case where things could potentially change? Any kind of situation?
So down the line, Maria may experience some unfavorable winds. It will likely go through those fluctuations in intensity, which could change things, but it's going to be a very dangerous storm.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Navarro.
This is a payday.